So many incompetent men become leaders because we are not very good at detecting incompetence. Actually, we are seduced by the very attributes that make leaders more incompetent. So confidence rather than competence, charisma rather than humility, and narcissism rather than integrity. So the very attributes that seduce us in leaders are the same that get men promoted to leadership roles and that contribute to the poor average performance of those men. If we want to improve the quality of leaders, we need to start by distrusting our instincts. Most of us love our intuition, but most of us are not as intuitive as we think. Some people are intuitive because they've made their intuition very data-driven through experience, but most of us trust our gut feeling when we see someone and we say, okay, great leader, charismatic, narcissistic. That's a recipe for disaster. So the only and the most important antidote to that is start by looking for data, performance metrics, use science-based assessments. Then secondly, focus on the right traits. If you're really good at evaluating the wrong traits, you won't get very far. And then thirdly, if you want to help competent women become leaders, start by making it harder for incompetent men to become leaders. That, by the way, would also help many competent men who are currently overlooked for leadership roles because they don't have the very attributes that make people more ineffective as leaders. If we look at the average job interview, it's an unstructured, improvised, short chat with someone where we almost wait to be seduced or impressed by factors that are so emotional and irrational that we don't need to question them. And we said, okay, great culture fit, love this candidate, very confident, yeah, they really knew, and that's it. And by the way, even if we have 3 or 4 interviewers, usually the power dynamics are such that no one wants to disagree with the most senior person. So if the boss likes the candidate, everyone agrees. And then 6 months later, the boss is in charge of evaluating the candidate's performance. So of course, it would look like it was a great choice. What it should be like, it should be much more structured, standardized. It should almost be a questionnaire or standardized survey. So de-emphasize anything that comes from short-term interactions, or what we actually, the definition of intuition that I like a lot is feelings about facts. No, we want facts. In God we trust, everyone else bring data.